Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Union Catholic Varsity Girls Volleyball game. Right now, I'm joined with my co-host, Evan Florick.
How we doing? How we doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm feeling great. Now I'm feeling energized. Looking at this warm-up, these teams are going to look electric today.
Yeah, I'm feeling that Viking spirit for sure. Right now, we have Union Catholic Varsity Girls Volleyball about to play. They're ranked number 10 in the state. How do you feel about that?
Oh my God, they haven't dropped a set yet. They're 8-0 in sets.
You know what I gotta say? It's that Viking spirit just taking over. You know, you just
For
gotta
sure.
be proud of where you come from.
Their
Their
season opener was against the number 17 Governor Livingston. Smoked them, and so I'm looking forward to just what they're gonna accomplish this season. Because if they can do that against a team that good, we can go so far.
Exactly.
No idea.
Especially from the last game, you know, they played a really strong offensive and a defensive. So, you know, I've really seen a lot of work put in for this season. I really do believe they have this in the bag this year.
Oh, I totally agree. But you got to keep in mind, this is their, what is it? Their 5th game in 6 days.
5th game, wow, yeah.
I know.
A lot of energy put in over the past couple of days then.
Of course, yeah. No, that season opener against Governor Livingston, that was less than a week ago.
Wow. But you know what? You really got to give it to them. They really worked hard at the beginning of the season, you know. As you just said, there was, 5 games in the past couple of days?
That's right. That's right.
Last week. Wow. And they've, won every single one of them?
They've won every single one.
You know what? You really got to give it to them. That's that Viking spirit right there.
Of course.
Well, we'll see how today plays out. Right now, I can see Kent Place right now is just giving away the practices. Did you switch?
Kent Place right now is 1-2. However, they are looking to even it up right now. They had a hard-fought battle against one of the best teams in this county, Westfield. Apparently, from what I've been told by the coach, it went 33-31 in one of the sets.
Wow.
Crazy close.
That was crazy. Well, you know, we'll see what we have in store today. I mean, right now I'm looking at Kent Place's practice. They are pretty good. I can see that they're pretty good, but you know what? We'll see how it plays out.
Of course, you can only see it during the game.
But you know what? You just got to hang in there. You just got to see how it's going to be played out, how we're going to see. Right now, it is about to be 4 o'clock right now, actually, so they should be starting any moment now.
That's right. We just got to wait for the teams to finish warming up, and then we are into the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that little short interview right now. We are being joined on the side with our co-cameraman, Nathan Thomas. How are you feeling, Nathan?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. All right, so looks like the game is now just about to be starting. So,
we're
Evan,
going to start with
read
reading off the Union Catholic roster.
There we go.
Number 1, senior Rachel Williams. Number 6, sophomore Sabrina Capatti. Number 7, sophomore Sienna Maybe. Number 9, senior Ryan Gorski. Number 11, senior Vivian Matijek. Number 15, sophomore Karina Santos, who hasn't debuted, I don't think, and I'm not sure if she will be today. However, I've heard she's going to be an amazing asset to this team.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Number 17, junior Maria Gianella. Number 22, junior Alexa Noguera. Number 14, junior Hannah Buniak, who I believe is out with an injury. Number 10, senior Angie Corvalon. Number 5, junior Emma Kaminsky. Number 28, junior Alisa, my bad. Number 2, junior Alex Landazabo. And finally, number 13, senior Nia Vaughn.
There we go. That makes it for the Union Catholic Vikings roster.
I think my favorite part about this team is just the depth they have, because there's a really good chance we are going to see every single one of those players on the court today.
Well, you know what? I really got to say, they've all had that Union Catholic Viking spirit. But you know what? Just before we get any closer, let me read off the Kent Place girls volleyball roster. So right now we have the roster for Kent Place. I'll start off by rating number 1, sophomore Karenina Asuncion Huang. Number 2, Severa Rigby, junior. Number 3, junior Quinn Sarturius. Number 4, junior Juliette Maria. Number 5, junior Caitlin Anderson. Number 9, junior, number 9, senior, Julia Carey. Number 11, junior Lila Sartorius. Number 14, sophomore Pranavi Reina. Number 16, junior Jenna Carey. Number 21, senior Alexandra Grinnis. Number 25, senior Caitlin Wong. 26, senior Tessa Vucic. 27, senior Abigail Werble. 29, junior Maya Hardy. And number 30, junior Sasha Grinnis. I apologize for those watching at home if I butcher those last names really well, but that was the Kent Place girls volleyball roster. Looks like we are now just starting up. Looks like the Vikings are already on the court. The Kent Place are huddling up. They're probably going to break their huddle soon. But, you know, how are we feeling today, Evan? How are we feeling?
We're feeling good. I mean, this starting lineup is looking amazing. We got on the court right now, we have Williams, Landazabal, Corvalon, Capatti, Matijek, and Gorski. Gorski and Williams have been such a dynamic duo this season. I'm expecting another amazing game out of them, as it looks like Gorski is going to have the opening serve.
All right. How are we feeling today, Nathan?
I'm feeling good.
How are we feeling about the game?
The game overall, I would say I feel like Union Catholic can keep up this undefeated season.
I think so, too.
5-0.
I think so, too. After this, they get a pretty big break. They don't have another game for 5 days.
Yeah. All
when
right,
they meet Rawway next Monday.
You know what? I heard that actually be a good matchup, you know?
I've heard so, too. Yeah.
All right, looks like for Kent Place, we have right now on the court, we have number 2, which Severa Rigby.
Gorski's serve is out.
There we go.
Set to Williams. Kill shot is saved.
Saved by Severa. Hit by Caitlin.
Gorski with the hit.
Oh.
And that's the first point of the match.
Point for the Vikings. You know, even though the Vikings didn't really defend on that, I really got to give it to them. They really worked really hard for that. Well, of course, Kent Place did as well for trying to save that. But, you know, I really got to give it to them. They tried.
Starting off with seeing hustle plays from both teams here as Gorski's back up to serve. Outside to Williams.
Oh.
I don't know how you stop that, to be honest.
Yeah, that was a power shot.
That can take someone's head off if you really try.
There you go. You know what? You really got to give it to the Vikings for pushing in on that. They got the point somehow, so you know what?
It's impressive.
Good for the Vikings. Good for the Vikings.
Gorski served barely over the net.
Right over Severa. Hit right by
set by Capatti.
Lila. There we go.
Williams off-speed hit there.
By Severa. by Caitlin. There we go.
Set by Landazabal over to Gorski,
Oh.
who barely hits it over. Gets
Wow.
another point as they take a strong 3-0 lead right now.
You know what? That barely almost went over, but you know what? Still.
It's
Still-
impressive.
yeah.
It's real impressive.
It's a point for the Vikings, so you know what? That was always a good thing. But with good sportsmanship, I say it's going to be a fair, clean game played today.
As Gorski's up for 4th serve.
Hit by Severa. There we go.
Blocked.
Hit by Severa again. Hit by Caitlin. You know what?
As the Dragons are now on the board.
What do we have? Yeah, it's 3-1 right here right now. So
That's right. Up to serve right now for the Dragons is
up to serve. excuse
number
me,
2.
Severa Rigby. There we go.
Set to Williams,
Oh,
who's looking unstoppable in the beginning of this game.
but you know what? You still got to give it to the Kent Place. They got that point somehow miraculously. You really got to give it to them. They're up on the leaderboard right now. The Vikings definitely putting in with their determination. I can really see a good gameplay here today.
I totally can too. But right now, I think Kent Place needs to settle down. They need to get into their own rhythm.
Here we go. Hit by Severa. Hit by Caitlin.
Off-speed hit. Swatted. They need to get some offense going here.
Yeah. Especially a little bit of defense. But you know what? Their defense, I'll admit, it's pretty good. Especially a little bit of their offense. But you know what? Hit by Severa.
Vaughn's serve is over. To Williams.
Williams.
I mean,
is
she's on fire.
Exactly.
Jinx.
You know, I don't really know the whole schematic of volleyball, but you know, from up here where we are for the live stream, I can't. It's just amazing how fast the ball goes when you hit it, and especially how it's hit in. You can't really tell unless you're down there. Point for Kent Place. There we go.
Tried to block. No good. 6-2 Vikings. Up to serve for the Dragons, number 5, Caitlin Anderson. Set by Capatti to Williams. That seems to be the trend today. Saved by Gorski there. Out to Williams again.
Hit by Tessa.
Set by Capatti. Hit by
There we
Landazabal.
go.
Gorski out to Williams,
Oh, and that's out.
who nearly decapitated the other team there.
There you go. But you know, that was a long set. You know, I really got to say, their defense actually really kicked in this time.
I gotta say, this has been a hustle. This has been a big hustle game so far in this first set.
And excuse me if you're trying to get the names out. I'm just reading off the Kent Place. So, you know, I'll try to go by numbers. I'll probably learn the names later.
Landazabal up there's
Hit by 26.
unsavable.
Oh, there we go. They still have their heads in the game, you know. Just, I feel like a problem, right? Like with the some sort of offense or some sort of defense.
For the record, I'd just like to mention, that's an ace by Landazabal there, but we have 9 points on the board for the Vikings. Rachel Williams has 4 kills already.
That's the star player of the game right there.
Greatest offensive volleyball player I've ever seen.
There you go.
Landazabal's serve is barely
Ooh,
over.
wow.
And another ace.
But, you know, there really wasn't any way to save that unless they had some players right up at the net. You know, still, point for the Vikings, we'll take it.
You need a miracle to save that.
Exactly.
Serve doesn't get much better than that.
Hit by 21. Hit over by 2. Hit by 26.
And it's out.
And that's out. Point for Union Catholic. That is now 11-2. Wow, they are really dominating in this first set. You know, I really got to give it. Their spirit is still there after having continuous games for the past 6 days, you mentioned?
Yeah, it's 6 days. This is their 5th game. But they are looking just as hot as their season opener.
And right out. Point for Kent Place. 11-3. Kent Place is now back up with it's now their serve.
Serving number 21.
Alexandria Grinnis.
Hit up by Vaughn, saved by
There we go.
Gorski. What a hustle play there by the Vikings.
Hit by 2. Hit right over.
Gorski's diving everywhere,
Oh.
but it's not enough.
Point for Ken Place. You know, you really got to give it. That was a long set. The Vikings really had a good defense in there. They really had their heads in trying to get that ball over the goal.
They're hustling there.
Excuse me, the net.
Both teams really hustling. And again, volleyball's a game of runs.
Hit by 21.
There's a very real possibility that Williams' shot is out.
Point for Kent Place. You know, they're really starting to catch up slowly, but they're getting there right now. It's 11-5.
Slowly but surely. Again, volleyball's a game of runs. They can very well tie this up before the set ends.
Who knows? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Served by 21. Alexandria.
Saved by Vaughn.
There we go. Oh, right over the.
Not
Point
enough.
for Kent Place. Wow, 11-6.
They're on a 4-0 run right now.
You know, and I think Kent Place is starting to get their heads in the game now. Their offense is starting to form a lot more. Their defense is starting to come together, work together. The Vikings, I can still see their spirit there. So, you know what? As a Viking myself, we just got to hope.
This serve is just looking unstoppable right now.
11-6. 11-7, excuse me.
5 straight points right now by the Dragons.
Now serving number 21, Alexandria Grinnis. Wow.
And it's
11-8. I can start to see that the Viking spirit is starting to dwindle a little bit, you know? You know what?
I don't see it. I think that I agree. They've gone on a run, but that's just how volleyball is. Everyone goes on runs.
Yeah, you're true. You're right. You know, I'll give you that. You're correct.
Right. Vikings started off hot, but you know, a 6-0 run. You can't do a lot about that.
Yeah.
Right now, I think this timeout is exactly what the Vikings need. They need to talk about how to stop this momentum, and I think they're going to come back out. They're going to come back running. They're going to come back with a run of their own.
Exactly. There's a little time, catch their breath. They'll hop right back in, and I can already see the Viking spirit will carry on the whole game.
Right, of course.
But you know what? It all comes down to fair and clean sportsmanship by the end of the day.
That's right. No, something I'll give to the Vikings is they have so much energy through the entire game.
Yeah. All right, looks like the timeouts for both teams have ended, and there's a buzzer to prove that. Now serving number 21, Alexandria Grinnis. Saved. Wow.
Vaughn hits it over.
Severa Rigby. Hit right over. Can the Vikings save this? Yes, they can. Hit by Alexandria. Hit by Severa.
Vikings are scrambling here, but they get the
still
point
get the
off
point.
of a penalty. 12-8. Rachel Williams up to serve. Serve is up. It is not over.
Wow.
Hits her teammate there. 12-9. Still Vikings lead.
12-9?
12-9.
You know, it's just a little. In my opinion, I feel like volleyball is a lot different from other sports. He's really got that ball going by really fast. You know, you look away for not even 1 second. It's up. Start from 5-3. You end up at 10-8. Especially now with
serve is into the net again.
With the Vikings having a 13-9. All right, point for the Vikings.
Matijek and Corvalon are going to check in for Knoll, and I believe I have no idea.
All right.
Matijek up to serve.
Hit by Quinn. Hit by Severa. Hit by Tessa.
Saved.
Saved.
Not saved.
Point for Kent Place. Right now we are tied. Excuse me, not tied. 13-10. 3-point catch away.
After being up by 9, the Dragons have brought it back. It's a 3-point game right now.
Now it looks like we have Tessa Vucic. Excuse me, I'm just butchering these last names, but you serve her up.
Gorski's hit. Off speed.
Hit by Caitlin.
Scrambling to keep it.
Hit by Severa. Wow, point for Kent Place. You know what? The Vikings had a really strong lead, but I can already see that Kent Place has started to have a comeback.
They started that comeback like a minute ago, dude.
Yeah, I can see that. You're right. Now serving number 26, Tessa Vucic. Serve is up.
Zagorski, it's over though.
Whoa. point for Kent Place. All right,
And it's a
13-12.
1-point game.
Wow.
As fast as the Vikings got this lead, they lost it, and now they have the opportunity to tie this up.
Now serving again, number 26. This serve is up. Hit over by Alex. Blocked by Maya.
Over to Gorski, whose hit is
Hit
saved.
over by Tessa. Oh,
And
point
it's
for
tied
10th
up.
place. It is now tied 13-13. Evan, how are we feeling about that?
How do you want me to feel, man? Honestly, I'm not happy about it, but as a Viking, but I think that this is good volleyball. This is amazing volleyball.
You know what? Oh, now serving number 26. You know what? I really got to agree with you.
Serve
As
is
a
out. Vikings
Point for
take
the
the lead again.
Vikings. You know what? As a Viking, I really got to say, I hope that the Vikings win, but at the end of the game, I can't really say.
This is good volleyball.
It's good volleyball. There you go. That's a better way to put it. Good volleyball. Now, at least we have a 1-point lead.
We're seeing a lot more errors than we usually do from the Vikings on defense.
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing. You know, I can see that a lot. But you know what? You really got to give it to the Vikings. They still have their head in the game, even though the game is only going on for about 10 minutes already.
I've seen the Vikings play for so long, or about a week
Union
now.
Catholic.
But
15-13. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt him.
no worries. I've seen the Vikings play for about a week now, and they've looked airtight on defense every set they've played. But we're starting to see a little dent in the armor.
Yeah.
Whether that's because of
say
blocked.
Whoa.
But
Hit over by Maya.
the Dragons keep it alive.
Here we go.
To Gorski.
Hit over by Lila. Saved by Union Catholic, 16-13 with a 3-point lead. You know, I could already see that the Union Catholic spirit is still there. It's always been there.
Union Catholic spirit will never die.
It will
That's
never
what I
die.
love about it.
It will never die. But it only depends on if the people want to use it correctly. I guess that's the best way to put it. Because, you know, sometimes your heads can slip out of the game, your heads stay in the game. You know, you really got to give it to Union Catholic. They had that little scare there when it was tied.
That's right.
But now that we're up a 3-point lead, just got to say go Vikings.
That's right. We need to. I think the thing about the Vikings is they need to be a little bit more poised on defense. However, their offense has been looking basically unstoppable when they can get into a real rally.
Yeah.
And while I do agree, the Dragons are looking amazing. They are. They're doing most everything right.
Exactly. I mean, the Dragons, they've held out of their offensive and defensive actually really grew a lot since the beginning of the game.
Right. No, I think that momentum all started from Sabrina Capatti, who really brought the Vikings momentum into this. It's 3 straight for her, as we have a 3-point lead now.
Exactly. There you go. Hopefully the Vikings can carry it out to win this first set. Hit over by Sarah. Hit right over by Caitlin.
I gotta say, from all the years I've watched UC sports in this gym, I feel a little bad for these doors. They take so much pain and suffering. Service is hammered.
Oh, there we go. Hit over by Maya.
Off speed
Saved
taps
by Union Catholic.
Landon Zaba with a great hustle play there.
There we go. Hit over by Tessa. Hit over by Sarah. Hit over by Savera, excuse me.
Set to Gorski,
Oh,
who gives Union Catholic the point, and they have a 5-point lead now.
hit out by Lila, number 11 for Kent Place. But you know what? Still, I don't want to seem like a fair sportsman. So, you know, I really got to say, Kent Place has really kept their heads in the game. Union Catholic's definitely still there. You know, they're coming back strong. They're coming back with a good lead.
100%.
Here we go.
No, both teams are looking
Hit by
really
Sarah.
strong right now.
Hit by
This
Caitlin.
is still anybody's game.
That is out.
Is
I
it?
believe that'll be a point for Kent Place.
Ah.
All right. You
It
know
was
what?
close. It might have been just beyond the line. I always forget what a line is called. You always think there's some special word for everything in volleyball. Nope.
Exactly.
That's
you know,
just the line.
Right now it is 18-14. Here we go. Oh,
Rejected. Over to Gorski.
hit by number 11. Hit by Sarah. Hit by Caitlin.
Gorski's everywhere today.
And that would be a
Her
point
hit
for
is-
Kent Place, which would give us a 18-15 score. Wow. You know, I can see that both teams really have that spirit to win, but it all comes down onto who will have their head mostly in the game and who really will thrive for that
That
win?
is the weirdest trajectory I've ever seen on serve. Sorry to interrupt you, but
No, go ahead,
I
go
feel
ahead.
like that had to be mentioned. That was what just happened.
I was wondering that to myself.
I feel like Kent Place is getting so many points only because of Union Catholic's mistakes on the court.
You know, I gotta agree with you there, Nathan.
I think their serving is really
Caitlin.
what's kept them alive.
Yeah.
Landazabal just
Point
killed it.
for Union Catholic, 19-16.
Right, as I was saying, their serving is what's keeping Kent Place in this. They've got amazing serves. Speaking of which, Gorski's serving for the Vikings. But the Vikings, if they can return a serve,
Hit by Quinn. Hit by Alexandria. Hit by Severa. Excuse me. A lot of stuttering today. Here we go. Hit by Quinn.
Hit under the
underneath
net.
By Caitlin Anderson, number 5, with a point for the Vikings, which leads us to a 20-16 with a 4-point lead.
5 points away from closing out this set.
What do sets go up to?
Best of 3.
Best of 3. There we go.
Serve could not be stopped. Vikings take a 5-point lead as they inch ever closer to going up 1-0. In volleyball, the second set is the most important. However, I think that the first set really sets up momentum going into that second.
And
so
I
far.
finally learned that sometimes the second set, the game could end on the second set. Oh, hit by
Right.
Lila. Hit over by Caitlin.
For the record, we've never seen a Union Catholic Vikings game go to 3 sets.
There we go. It is now 22-18.
16.
16. Excuse me.
That's right.
It's hard to see from this angle. I got to see right between the banners to see the scoreboard over there. Can't really see from this angle, but you know what?
That's right.
Still with a 22-16 with a, I believe that is a 6-point lead. We are now heading.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
3 straight service points from Gorski.
And I really got to give it to Union Catholic. We've really held it out this game. The first set, we really.
For sure, 100%. We took a 9-point lead. It was 11-2. Then they tied it up at 13, and then we went on another 5-point run, which they came back from. And then we went on another run.
Exactly. You know, in the end, it all depends on who has the most determination and the drive to win. But you know what? I can already see that Union Catholic has both of them.
Right.
Looks like now all the teams are taking back their places on the court.
After tying it up, it looks like the Vikings have really realized that they need to step their game up, and that's exactly what they've done. Going on a 10-3 run since the game was tied.
Oh.
Serve is out.
Right out for Kent Place. It is now 22-17.
The decision-making that has to go into whether to return that kind of serve or not. It's
Now
in the blink of an eye.
Now serving number 2, Severa Rigby for Kent Place.
Dragon serve is up.
Serve is up.
It's not
hit
over.
the net. It is Union Catholic's point, 23-17.
Substitutions, Vaughn and Knoll come in for Corvalon and Matijek. Miscommunication there.
Wow. I think that was the first miscommunication of the game. You know, I really saw that they were struggling to see who was going to go hit that ball. But you know what? In the end, point for the Union Catholic, which is now going to give us a 24-17 lead.
That's right. It's set point here.
Hit it by Caitlin. Hit it by Severa. Hit it by number 9, Julia. Ooh. Oh, point for Kent Place, 22 to
I know this
18,
is
I believe.
this is probably early, but based on how these two teams have been playing so far, do you think this will either go into a second or third set?
You know, I'd say it's probably going to head up into a second set.
It always,
Point for Union Catholic.
and that's gonna be the first set.
I believe so.
Yep.
That's one of the
That's the
closer
first
sets
set.
we've seen from the Vikings this season.
Yeah. First set ending with a score of
25 to 19.
25 to 19. There we go. You know what? I really got to say, I saw a lot of determination and hard work put in by Union Catholic and Kent Place. But in the end, there's always going to be some errors made, especially with that miscommunication we just saw there by Kent Place, especially Union Catholic. A couple of mishaps, but as a Viking myself, I say we have it in the bag.
Especially super late in the set. You cannot afford to have those types of errors. But I think overall, Kent Place has a lot of ups. Their serving looks gorgeous. And their defense has been on point. I think this is probably the best team we've seen at stopping that Vikings offense. Because the Dragons are a smart team. They aren't the tallest team. Union Catholic definitely has the height advantage here. However, this is a smart team they're playing against. And I think they could realistically take it to 3. We haven't seen it yet, but I'm not going to leave out that possibility. They've got such a good chance of it.
Exactly. Every single game they play, there's always going to be a possibility, except if we see that the Union Catholics has a great advantage. The last we've seen in the past 6 games, with Union Catholic having a major advantage in points. But you know what? For this game, it seems pretty close. So it may head into a third set there. You know what?
That's right.
But you know what? We just have to have that Viking spirit. Say that it ends in the second set. But right now, fair and sportsmanship says it will go where it goes.
Right. This second set could mean the Vikings go 5-0. Which I think is quite impressive.
Especially since the season just started, what, 3 weeks ago?
Opening game was last week.
Last week. Oh, I take it back. Last week.
Right, that's right.
With
These
an
first
impeccable 4-0 record. You know what? I really got to say, Union Catholic has put in a lot of work since last week.
Union Catholic is not sleeping. They're on it all the time.
Never asleep.
I can see a lot of the volleyball players. Their blood is definitely running with volleyball spirit right now. I can definitely tell you that. Especially Kent Place. I really got to say, of course, I cheer for the Vikings, but I also got to have at least some sort of a.
You got to have respect for the other team.
Yeah. There you go, respect. And I really got to say, Kent Place has really had that. There goes the buzzer marking the start of set 2. But as I was saying before, Kent Place really does have that determination. I could see that Kent Place and Union Catholic is going to be a great matchup today.
I mean, for sure. That's what we've been seeing. That's what we're going to see in this second set, if all goes according to plan for both teams.
Based on this first set, who do you think are the star players on Kent Place and Union Catholic so far?
Union Catholic is 100% Rachel Williams. I mean, her offense has been virtually unstoppable. It's either she gets the point or the other team is scrambling to save it. Yeah. I think that's the most impressive part about it.
Especially with her spikes.
Right.
You can't stop those.
Exactly.
It's unstoppable.
Exactly. I don't really know much about Kent Place, but I can say that number 2, Severa Rigby, has been putting in a lot of extra time in getting there for the offense and defending for the defense.
100%. Number 21 there, libero, Alexandria Grenice, has been putting a lot of work in too. I believe she was the one serving when they made their comeback from down 11-2.
You know what? You know what? Now that I think about it, thank you for that, because she has been putting a lot of hard work in serving. And you know what? I really got to give it to the ones who serve. I wouldn't say, well, of course, for me it's a hard job because I'm not a server. But you know what? It does take a lot of focus to make sure that ball gets over that net. We've seen a couple of times by number 2, Alex Lanzabal. A couple times it went just right over the net. So you know what? I say that was out of pure luck for the Vikings when they got that point. But in the end, Viking spirit, I'm pretty sure that both teams will have it. But you know what? I really got to say I go for the Vikings. Oh, now we have number 2, Severa Rigby serving. Serve is up.
Serve is back over.
Hit over the net by number 15. Excuse me.
Quick start here.
I believe that was number 25, Caitlin Wang, excuse me.
Quick start here for the Dragons as they take a 1-0 lead.
Serve is up. Here we go.
Atzagorski. Off-speed touch there.
Hit by number 21. Hit by Caitlin.
Kapati. Atzagorski.
Oh, Union Catholic point. Now it is a tie, 1-1 for the set number 2.
This looks like it's going to be a really tight set. And maybe even game.
That's right. We're 2 points in and all tied up. Gorski up to serve.
Hit by Caitlin. Hit by Severa. Hit right over by Caitlin. Hit by Lila. Hit by Caitlin.
Serve
the
is,
point is for
serve is in.
Kent
Or
Place.
set.
Wow.
Hit. One of those words.
It's now 1-2. Kent Place having a 1-point lead on the Vikings. You know what? I actually have to agree with Nathan there. It is going to be a tight game or a tight set. Who knows what the set might end in. Serve is up. Here we go.
Great hit there.
There we go. Point for Union Catholic. 2-2 with a tie.
Kill shot there by Corvalon. She found that perfect corner right there. Vaughn and Canola are going to sub in for Corvalon and Matajek. Again.
I believe number 16 we have Jenna Carey subbing in for number 5, which would be Caitlin Anderson.
Vaughn's serve is up. It's over.
Hit by Caitlin. Hit by Severa. Hit right over by Julia Carey with giving but apparently I don't believe that worked, which giving us the Vikings the point, which is going to give us a 3-2 1-point lead. Serve is up. Here we go. Hit by
Williams and Canola is going to be one of the tallest duos you're going to see
on
a volleyball court.
Ooh, was not able to save that. It is a 4-2 2-point lead with the Vikings.
And they're dangerous.
They are. They are. You know, I believe for volleyball, the one advantage you want to have is definitely height, which definitely Alyssa and Williams, you said it was?
Height gives Williams. Height gives you such a natural advantage in this sport, but I also believe that. Wow.
Point for Kent Place. They're catching up. 4-3. I believe that hit was by Caitlin. Oh, Caitlin Wang, number 25, now being subbed in for number 29, which is Maya Hardy.
Not sure if the scoreboard got it wrong, but it's 3-4.
I believe.
Kent Place right now? Oh, never mind. They fixed it.
There we go. Now we fixed it. Hit up by Maya.
Set to Williams.
Here we go.
Smacks it over.
Hit by Severa. Hit by Tessa.
Saved by Vaughn. Williams hits it over.
Oh,
blocked!
Number 9, Julia Carey for Kent Place. Thought she can get it over the net, but you know what? I still gotta say, height is definitely an advantage in this game.
Rejected like they're Olajuwon. It's impressive stuff.
Really is. Which gives us, the Vikings, a 5-3 2-point lead over the Kent Place right now.
Gotta hit that finger wag one of these times. No, no, no.
Serve is up. That's out. Point for the Vikings.
I don't believe that's considered an ace, but I think that I'm pretty sure there's a term for an unreturnable serve. Maybe it's just that, an unreturnable serve. But Landazabal's up to serve again. Her serve is up. It's over.
Yep. Hit by Tessa. Hit by Jenna. Here we go.
Set to Canol.
Hit by Elisa, excuse me. Hit by Maya. Hit by Alexandria. Say Alex for now. Here we go. Oh. I believe that was either Maya or Severa who tried to save that over the net, but you know what? It did not work, which gives us, the Vikings, a now 7-3 lead in this set.
Landazabal's up for a third serve here. I believe. Third. Yeah, third.
Serve is up. Hit by Jenna. Hit by Severa. Hit by Maya. So blocked by Elisa. Hit by Severa.
She's looking like 9. Elisa's looking like a stone wall here.
Wow.
Hit into the net.
Right by Kent Place. You know what? I really got to give it to Kent Place. Even though they don't have that height advantage, they still are able to block that. But you know what? Elisa, she is a stone wall. I can give you that. She is tall, and she can block. Now up to serve is number 3, Quinn.
She can block like no one else can. It's such a sight to see.
Here we go.
Over to Williams.
Hit by Alex. Hit by Severa. Hit by Tessa. And that is out, giving Union Catholic the point, which now gives us a 9-5, excuse me.
Got a man in the audience mimicking every call this referee makes. I think that's the highlight of this game.
I've been seeing that too.
Unstoppable serve right there.
Could be an ex-coach out there, or an ex-referee, excuse me.
Who knows? It's like, and it looks like the Vikings have taken a considerable lead, 5-point lead here, 9-4.
Here we go. It's out, giving Kent Place the point, which now gives us a 9-5.
Working 9 to 5.
You know, Dolly Parton really sang that song pretty good.
Oh, yeah. No, great performer.
Now serving, number 26, Tessa Vucic. Serve is up. Now hit by Alex.
Landazabal to Williams.
To Tessa. To Quinn. Oh, hit by Severa over the net.
Saved by Vaughn. Set by Williams to Gorski, who just sets it over.
Hit by Caitlin. Hit by Severa. Hit by Maya with the
Landazabal with the save.
hit with Alex. Hit by Severa. Hit by Maya again. Out, giving Vikings the point with a 10-5 5-point lead. Wow. You know, that was a good set. I believe that's the first or the second set that I've seen this game where there's a lot of contact going on with the ball. Not a lot of defensive diving for the ball. Saves here. But you know what? I got to say, I really do believe the Viking spirit is still here.
The Viking spirit never does.
Exactly. Hit up by Severa. Hit up by Caitlin. Giving Union Catholic the point, a 11-5.
Over the net.
11 to 6. Excuse me.
Matijek up to serve again.
Hit up by Alex. Hit up by Severa. Hit by Caitlin, giving Union Catholic the point, which hit it out. 12 to 6. Exactly a 6-point lead.
That's right. Matijek with her third, I believe.
Hit it back up by Severa. Hit it by Maya.
Landazabal with the save. What?
I believe that was Kent Place's point. You know, I don't really know much about volleyball, so I don't know what just happened here, but looks like we have a sub. Number 21, Alexandria Grinnis, coming in for number 25. Caitlin Wang is now back in the game. Serves up.
Set by Landazabal. Over by Corvalon.
Hit by Severa. Hit by Caitlin. Leading it out. Giving Kent Place the point, which is making it now 12 to 7.
12 to 7.
You know, just for coming back in the game and then scoring a point, you really got to say that's impressive.
Gotta say, that's right.
Now serving for Kent Place, number 29, Maya Hardy. Serve is up.
Set by Landazabal.
Oh,
Hit into the net.
Now
Just like
giving-
that, it's a 4-point game. 12 to 8, Vikings.
Kent Place is really picking up in this game.
Yeah, their comeback is pretty strong. Oh, now set is up. Here we go.
Their serves are looking really strong. That's definitely the highlight of their team right now is the serving.
12 to 9, giving Kent Place a catching up with a 3-point lead. Now serving number 29, Maya Hardy.
That's right. Hardy's been doing great with her serves. She's had, I want to say, this is her third or fourth.
Pretty strong, you know, hitting right out. But you know what? That was out, giving Union Catholic the lead again.
Williams
13 to 3, 4
almost
points in lead.
Williams almost hit that. Lucky for her, she didn't.
Yeah, still went out.
Good Patty serves.
Hit by number 11. Hit by Severa. Hit by Caitlin.
Miscommunication there.
Wow, giving Kent Place the point, which gives it a even 10.
Minor error there.
13-10.
Fortunately, we're still in the middle of the set, so that error may not cost too much. But if that was more towards the end of the game, that could have been catastrophic.
Yeah. Now serving number 2 for Kent Place, Severa Rigby.
Rigby's been their most reliable server so far.
Especially up in front of the net. Here we go.
As far as I know, she hasn't missed, and it looks like she doesn't plan on it.
Giving Kent Place the point. It is now a 13 to 11. A 2-point lead.
Kent Place has really woken up and is ready to just take this set and make it a third.
That's right. Vikings still have the lead, though. So
Now serving number 2, Severa Rigby. Serve is up.
set by Capati. Over the head by Landazabal.
Hit by Alex. Hit by...
Hustle play by Matijek. Over to Gorski.
Hit by Alex. Hit up by Severa. Hit up by Lila. Oh, wow.
And it's a
What?
1-point game.
What a dive from Vivian Matajek. You know what? I really got to say, Kent Place is really starting to catch up.
Their offense has definitely picked up.
Now, sorry, number 2, Severa. You know what? I really got to agree with you. Serve is up. Here we go.
It's not just their setting. It's their hit in the face
right
there.
in the face. Looks like we have to take a little pause here, see what's going on. Looks like we're subbing in. Number 5, Caitlin Anderson is coming in for number 30, Sasha Grinnis. I believe this is her first time hitting the courts this game. (14-13), giving the Vikings a 1-point lead.
Was it not just 13-12?
I believe so. You know what? I was just thinking that to myself.
Yeah, wait.
Here we go. Oh.
Blocked by Corvalon.
Still Vikings in the point.
She's not going to be the tallest one on the court, but she's always going to be jumping for those.
15-13 now, Vikings with a 2-point lead. Here we go.
Gorski up to serve again. It's up. It's over.
Hit up by number 20. Hit up by number
And
30.
blocked.
Excuse me, Sasha Grinnis. Giving, I believe that was the Vikings.
That was the Vikings' point. That's right.
Corvalon and Williams have been really blocking these shots so far.
That's right. I mean, Union Catholic has had, I want to say, upwards of
Saved by
5 or
Alex.
6 blocks today.
Hit by Julia. Wow, Kent Place getting that point with that incredible hit by number 9, Julia Carey, I believe that was. You know, I really got to say, first set, we didn't really see a lot of determination, a lot of awakeness, if you will, from Kent Place. Now set 2, they're really starting to pick up their offense and their defense. Now serving number 5, Caitlin Anderson.
I mean, we had a glimpse
Back in
of
the
it
game.
in
Here
the
we
middle
go.
of the first set.
Yeah, you're right.
Set by Patty over to Williams.
Hit by Alex. Hit by Severa. Hit over by Tessa. Well, that will be blocked, giving Vikings the point.
That wasn't a block. I think a whistle was called in the middle of the play. Nia Vaughn up to serve. The
What was that,
libero for your Union
17
Catholic
to
Vikings.
14 now with a 3-point lead. You know, we have the number right. We have number 28, Lisa Canal back in the game. Hit up by Alex. Hit up by Severa. Hit up by
Saved by
Julia.
Vaughn. Capatti hits it over.
Hit up by Alex. Hit up by Severa with a setup for Caitlin.
Staying
Hit up.
collected. Williams with the hit.
There we go with a block.
Rejected.
Blocked by both Caitlin, number 25, and number 9, Julia Carey. Wow. Kent Place is really starting to pick up with their defense.
What a defensive play there.
I mean, blocking Williams.
How many, okay, Nate, you've been here for the majority of these games. How
Yes.
many players have you seen block Rachel Williams?
None. Literally none.
Serve is up, hit by Alex.
Saved by Gorski.
I mean, when you see
Hit
Williams.
to Alex.
When you see
Severa. Ooh.
Sorry.
Nice drive from Tessa, blocked by Stonewall. Alyssa.
Blocked twice.
Blocked twice, wow.
One woman wrecking crew out here.
Exactly.
And that's going to be the
point
Vikings'
to
point.
Vikings. You know, you really got to give it to Elisa, excuse me. She's really been doing really hard on that defense out there, especially with that 2 block we just saw. Wow.
I don't know if a triple-double is possible in volleyball, but if it was, I think she might have one.
She was close to it with that double there. Served by Alex. Hit right up by Maya.
And it's out.
You know, from the couple of serves I see by Alex Landazabal, excuse me. Especially with the ball just barely getting over the net. At least we get a point from that. But, you know, I really got to say, Alex has been working hard over the past couple of games we've seen.
And the serve is into the net.
Maybe I spoke too soon, but you know what? Still, I really got to say, Alex has been working hard for the past couple of games. I've seen a couple of her serves. She has been working really hard over time with those serves.
That's right.
Now serving number 3, Quinn Sartorius for Kent Place.
That's right. Apart from the minor error, Alex has been arguably their best server.
There you go. Set up by Alex.
Gorski sets it over. Little error there.
Number 16, Jenna Carey hitting it out.
As we are at 20-16, I think we've seen this situation before.
Now with a 4-point lead for the Vikings.
Timeout called.
What do you think both teams' coaches are saying right now to the players?
The Vikings have been doing everything right. They've been making plays on defense. They've been hard-hitting on offense. And honestly, I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing. Maybe lessen a couple of the errors that we've seen in this second set, but other than that, it's been a great set for the Vikings. And I think Brandon, if you want to add anything on Kent Place here.
For Kent Place, I believe what their coach is saying, they're taking a little bit of time. They're still in the timeout. I believe they had a couple of talks about that miscommunication they had back there, which was definitely something that needed to be talked about. But you know what I saw to say? I'm pretty sure their coaches are probably going to be talking about their offense and their defense. Even though it's been picking up, I've seen just a little bit of mistakes here and there. But you know what? At the end of the day, it all depends on which team has more determination.
Williams is up to serve.
Williams up to serve here.
Serve is up. Hit it by Jenna. Hit up by Alex. Hit right over by Tessa.
Vaughn saves it.
Oh, point for Kent Place.
Miscommunication leads to Kent Place point there.
Now serving number 26, Tessa Vucic.
We're seeing a lot of substitutions here for the Dragons here.
I believe number 26, Maya Hardy, just came into the game. I did not see who she subbed in for. Hit it by Savara, set up for Maya. Ooh.
Attempted block by Canal there.
I believe that's the first failed block I've seen all game with Canal.
I don't know. I think there's been one or two maybe, but it's not a lot. She's a very reliable player on defense.
Very. Now serving number 26, Tessa Vucic again. Serve is up. Hit it by Williams.
Gorski over to Landazabal. Hits it over her head.
Set it up for Gwen for Savera.
Off speed there.
Hit up by Caitlin.
Vaughn to Gorski.
Here we go.
Into the net.
Wow.
And it's a 1-point game again. Vikings lead 20-19.
This could
close.
This could very lead to a third set.
You know what, Nathan? I believe you were right back then when you were speaking about the third set. Now serving number 26 again, Tessa Vucic. Serve is up.
I mean, we've seen Landazabal over to Gorski. Goes for the kill.
Hit over
and
by Maya.
She gets it.
And there she gets it. Point for Union Catholic. Now with a 2-point lead instead of a 1.
Matajek and Corvalon back in for Vaughn and Canol. That's the usual suspects we're seeing. Little miscommunication here. Taking the necklace off by the looks of it. Maybe.
I believe you're right. See, I'm just seeing sure I got the better view. I believe, yeah, you're right. There is a necklace malfunction. I believe they're taking it off or they're fixing it.
Caught. Is it caught in the hair? No.
No, yeah, you're right. It is caught in the hair. All right, so we have a timeout.
Who knows?
Necklace got caught in the hair.
Vikings with a 2-point lead right now, 21-19. What do they need to do to finish this set? Win this game in 2?
I believe right now with the Viking spirit, as you said before, it is very much alive. All they got to do is take advantage of that, and they have to really look into their determination and their spirit, and they got to say, we really want to win this game. We got to get their heads in there.
That's right. So you think it's not about talent; it's more about hustle. You think that's what they need?
I believe it's always been about more hustle than talent. Talent, it comes more natural. So a lot of people have to work for talent, but natural is what really more people are looking for.
Rejected.
Hit up by
but they kept it alive.
Hit up by Lila.
Matajek to Landazabal.
Hit out by number 3, Quinn Sartorius.
Gorski's kill gives Vikings a 3-point lead. 3 points away from finishing this game out. And I asked about the Vikings. What do the Dragons need to do to force a third set here?
I believe what they need to do is communicate just a little bit more, especially with their offense and their defense. I seen just as right before number 3, Quinn Sartorius with their offense, knocking that right out. Oh, wow. Oh, it's still in.
From a good 10 feet away from the net.
Saved by Alex.
Could not be saved.
This is a very tight game.
This is the closest set we've ever seen from these Vikings.
Wow, 3-point lead for the Vikings, 23-20.
Huge shout out to Kent Place, and I think this is exactly what the Dragons needed. They're back in this. They're serving, which
Now-
is
speaking of
exactly
serving,
what's
now
given.
s-
Exactly.
Now serving number 29, Maihari. Serves up.
That's what's been so good for them. And
Looks like number 11, Lila Sartorius, could not save this
wow.
one.
Looks like Sabrina Capati's up to serve for the Vikings. 2 points away from winning this game and going to 5-0. Undefeated in sets.
Serve is up. Hit by Lila. Hit by Caitlin. Hit by Savara. And it is out.
It's out.
Giving Union Catholic the point with a
We are
25.
looking at
lead.
match point here. With Capati having the opportunity to finish this game out.
Match point for the Union Catholic Vikings. You know what? I believe we do have this in the bag. Here you go. Serve is up. Hit by Savara. Hit by Caitlin.
It's out.
Giving Union Catholic the match point.
And the Vikings win 25-20,
And
25-19.
Now it's
Wow.
5-0.
5-0.
Still
Unbeatable record.
Still
Wow.
undefeated in sets. 10-0 in every set they've played.
This was a very good and tight game.
This is the most competitive game the Vikings have had thus far.
Yeah, I really got to say, that was the closest game, too, especially all players that were out there really played well today for the Kent Place and for the Vikings. But you know what? Congratulations to the Vikings, and I really farewell to Kent Place. Now
Kent Place played very well.
Played such a great game. But it looks like we will be back with JV in just a few minutes.
And also post-game
We do have a
interview.
post-game. That's right.
And I believe Vikings will be up at it again at Rahway on Monday, 5:15.
Oh, boy.
We'll
That's
be-
right. We'll be back with post-game in just a minute, folks. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a game played by the Union Catholic Vikings and the Varsity Girls. Kent Place today. There will be no post-game interview scheduled for the Varsity Girls, so we're going to end this stream. Stay tuned, though. Don't go too far, because now we're going to have the Union Catholic Junior Varsity play against, I believe, Kent Place as well. Stay tuned.